life, goddammit. These pants is hot as fuck, so we gonna have a good time. I thank y'all so much for coming out tonight. I appreciate every last one of y'all. I love you guys to pieces. I appreciate y'all, the people that sit where y'all was supposed to sit, because, you know, if you know anything about me, you know I'm controlling as fuck. I don't trust shit, so I do every damn thing by my goddamn self, so I appreciate y'all for showing the fuck up, okay? So beautiful ladies, if you're in here, make some noise, make some noise. Yes, that's what I love, to be around beautiful, secure women. I can look at all y'all and compliment you. Like, you look nice tonight, y'all. I hate when I go somewhere I see insecure women that look at me up and down, and I politely ask you if I slept with your man. I apologize. Sometimes I didn't know. Sometimes. But I'm a respectful side chick. I always ask, do you love her? Do y'all have kids together? Is she on the committee for bringing potato salad to the family reunion? I need to figure this out, because if she bring potato salad with no mustard in it, I see why you're trying to get a woman on the side. But if she bring potato salad with the right amount of mustard with the paprika on top with the boiled ass cut up, you got you a good woman. I feel like two young bitches sitting here looking at me like, all that shit going potato salad? I thought the discoloration came from sitting the shit outside in the sun. That is the mustard. Let me tell you something. I'm so happy to be here. This special is called Undefeated. If you know me, you know my name is KatrinaGPope. Katrina is in the wilderness 85% of the time. She don't give a fuck. I'll tell you right now, she don't give a fuck. My grandmother's still compelled to name me middle name Grace, because apparently she need to understand that Grace needs to cover Katrina, and Pope is praying me through. So please understand that my name has so much meaning, because Katrina don't give a fuck. Katrina look you dead in your face, be like, fuck you. Grace be like, you ain't have to say it like that. Just, Pope be like, we gonna have to just pray for Katrina, because she gonna say what the fuck she wanna damn say. So I titled this Undefeated for so many reasons. One, we all made it through the pandemic. I don't know if y'all know, I was living in New York when the onset of the pandemic, and I just so happened to come to Atlanta, Georgia on March 16th for one of my best friend's birthday, and got stuck in this motherfucker because New York had shut the fuck down. And I don't know if you know what it's like to be in your 40s, sort of being forced to live with your parents during the fucking pandemic. God wasn't pleased with me or them, I'm be honest with you, because I don't know if y'all know, but I got a mama that's controlling as a motherfucker. That a daddy that don't say shit, because he be like, you know your mama, just. She run the house, so. And during that time in the pandemic, it was like, we were all concerned. I was worried, like, what are we doing, Jesus? I am 40-something years old. I am sleeping on a twin bed right now. I don't think this is what you want for me. And my mama is one of those people, she controlling as hell, so, you know, you can't go in and out of old people's house unannounced, you know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to stay in the house. And so my mama was one of my mom, where you going and why you not coming back? But I also understood that she was sneaking to Publix getting cucumbers on sale. I don't know what the fuck she was doing with the cucumbers, but I just know she was buying 2 for $1 on a regular basis. I don't know if she was touching herself or she was touching herself, but either way, it was a lot of cucumbers coming in and out of our household. And I was looking at my dad. He was just like, you know your mama. She gonna do what she gonna do. It's hard out here. And during the pandemic, like, it was so hard because, you know, I learned, I don't know if y'all know the term trauma bonding. I trauma bonded during the pandemic. And let me explain what that means. Trauma bond means you find a motherfucker that's mildly retarded to match your ass that's mildly retarded. And y'all come in the middle and y'all interact with each other. Like I said, I was living with my parents, mama buying cucumbers on a regular basis. I'm in my 40s. I'm really understanding how my body's supposed to work. So that means I gotta do it on a regular basis. I am a Scorpio. Y'all might call it a whore. Scorpios understand. 40 years old, you gotta know that you gotta talk to this part of the body, because if not, you gonna cuss everybody out. Katrina gonna be acting in the wilderness. I trauma bonded with a 35-year-old nigga with 2 roommates and roaches. Y'all laughing, but this nigga was the best shit popping in the pandemic. This nigga had a clean bed. I just was like, that's a roach. We gonna clean this roach up. And you know when you grown, there's something about, you're not supposed to be having sex with a nigga with roommates when you grown because it's too many people going in and out the bathroom. Now, I got to get fully dressed to go piss after I used, do the grown people shit. Because if you grown and you having sex, you got to urinate immediately because that's a UTI. Ma'am, grown people shit. All the young bitches, I don't know what's wrong with my pH. Bitch, you're not pissing after sex because that's you're building back up. But I'm just saying, like, so you just imagine you got it in and you getting the grown people in. Just, how? The grown people, just. And you got to put your whole robe on and put your hoodie on because you don't know if this nigga's roommate and the roach is going to be in the goddamn hallway. I was like, this man. But here's the crazy part. I got an STD in the fucking pandemic because I wish the fuck y'all would judge me. I don't know if y'all knew it or not, but I was not taking a chance of not having sex the one I wanted to have sex. I was going to do it naked, like, because, you didn't know. Pandemic, we thought we was going to die every damn day. I was like, this nigga got roaches. I mean, if he got an STD, I got insurance. I'll figure the shit out. Just saying. I was like, the worst we can get is a real kid. I mean, I'm just saying. I got insurance. I'm a veteran. I'll figure this shit out. I'm just saying, like, somebody will feel sorry for my ass and give me wick to feed this baby. I'm just saying, I already know this nigga got 2 roommates and roaches. He ain't got nothing much to offer. The fact that I'm 45, was sleeping with this nigga, I should have known better, but of course, I'm trauma bonded with this nigga. So we having sex on a regular basis because when you're in your 40s, it is your only job to sleep with a nigga in their 30s all day, every fucking day. I'm just saying, what the fuck are they there for, sir? Your dick is supposed to work, okay? He was like, you want to do it again? I was like, yes. I'm gonna fuck the skin off this dick, nigga. I don't know if you know it or not. We're in a pandemic, nigga, and I might die tomorrow, so I'm gonna get it in. So I ain't got it in to the point, and then one of them days, I done went over his house. He must have snuck off with one of these new bitches he was fucking with and brought the shit back to me unclean. And I got BV times 2. I'm gonna tell you what that is. That's trichomonas. That was a threesome that I wasn't invited to. Not that I want to be in the threesome, but it was a threesome because he's obviously fucking with her skin to skin and fucking with me for skin to skin. That's a threesome. It's BV times 2. I'm just saying the third person brought the BV in because I was clean because I got insurance. And when you're grown, you're supposed to wipe. Apparently, this bitch don't wipe back to front and gave us the BV shit. Now I'm over here talking about what the fuck is wrong. And we in COVID, you don't know what the fuck's going on. And I'm a veteran, so I was like, I called up to tell a nurse. She was like, hey, is it creamy or milky? I was like, I don't know, but I'm peeing a lot, so I know I got a UTI. She said, well, do you have a smell? I said, yep. You need to come on in and see about yourself. I go in and see about myself, and I'm sitting there with the I know better face. The fuck am I doing fucking this young nigga? I know better. I'm supposed to use a condom, but I don't know if the world gonna end tomorrow, and the dick is good, but the dick is better without a condom, so I'm gonna just go ahead and try it out. So I'm sitting there talking to the nurse, and at this time, I promise you, doctors were not really even seeing you. Like, she made me swab myself, and I was like, am I authorized to do this? She was like, put it in this little thing, we're gonna see what you got going on. So she said, I need you to urine in this cup, and we're gonna go from there. So I urine. She said, well, it's cloudy, that's a UTI. I said, I pretty much knew that. I peed 3 times waiting on you to give me the results. And because we were in COVID, and we were all social drinkers, I'm not gonna say I'm an alcoholic because I don't go to meetings. I'm a social drinker. She says to me with a straight face, you could have an STD. Would you like to take the medicine now or wait for your results? Bitch, what kind of question is that? Bitch, this is about to be New Year's. You know how many mimosas I'm about to drink, bitch? Taco Tuesdays is right on its tail, bitch. I'm about to drink for the next couple of days. I need to get this shit in my system because it was the 27th of December. I know this date like it was yesterday because I was embarrassed as fuck. And on New Year's, she gonna spring the news. I'm talking about, yeah, you got trichomonas. I said, bitch, Okay. I called the dude up and I said, really? You out here giving out trichomonas? He gonna say, it ain't no real shit. It's just some shit you gotta take 2 pills for. I said, nigga, you know the prescription? You nasty, raggedy bitch. You out here giving this shit to people and you know your dick ain't clean? And at that moment, I was like, I'd rather deal with a nigga that's 45 and a dick that lean with it and rock with it, so I'm not doing this shit no more. I just turned 45, y'all, and I feel amazing. Yeah, you can clap, yeah. This is what 45 look like when you moisturize and take naps, goddammit. But as y'all can see, I still do young bitch shit because I like to feel youthful. Like I still sleep with my ex unprotected and pray for my period to come. Everybody got that one ex. You can't get rid of this man. He know how to bite your neck just right without leaving the passion mark. You trust him because he flossed his teeth, okay? Any man that floss his teeth don't want gingivitis, don't want heart disease. That dick is safe, okay? You trust that nigga. You be like, I trust this nigga. He going to see about himself. Like, you got to think about it. Any man that floss his teeth, he don't want gingivitis. He don't want heart disease. The dick is real safe. Like, he going to get his HIV results. Like, and I always tell people, if you are over 40 and you got a bad tooth in your mouth, I believe in my spirit, that's HIV. I believe in my spirit. Because why the fuck is you running around here with bad teeth in your mouth and you can get the bitch pulled? Talking about, I don't know. No, nigga, that's HIV in your gums. You don't ate some shit, you don't got rid of some shit, and that's what it is. And I don't know all this shit to be true, but I believe in my spirit, that's what that is. But when you 45, oh my gosh, God will play with you. God will make your period 45 days late. You be confused as a motherfucker. And at this age, it's called perimenopause. You having hot flashes, but your nipples is lactating. You be like, God, don't do me like this. You know this man is mildly retarded. Don't do me like this, Jesus. Come on, God, you said in your word. Don't do me like this, Jesus. And I'm telling you, when your cycle finally comes, you look at yourself and be like, woo, ain't nothing but the blood. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't know how you was going to do it, but you did. Like my ex-boyfriend, and I knew he was special because his mama told me. His mama looked me square in my face and said, my son is special. I said, bitch, I know. We've been doing this shit for a long time. And at that point in your life, you got to use your discernment and really figure out what you want to do. But I am a cocky ass DIY. I'm going to fix every nigga off the sick and shut in list type of damn Scorpio. And I was like, I'm going to see it to the end, my boy. And I promise you, like, we've been dating for about 6 years off and on. And finally, I was just like, enough is enough. So now he got a new girlfriend. And because I'm petty with a discerning spirit, I call her often. And I, from a block number, and I say, bitch, focus. His mama ain't shit, and she ain't gonna never be shit. His baby mama, we don't fuck with her. He bipolar, but he take the medicine. He don't want to work, but he will work. Focus. And then I hang up. Because I'm like, this nigga gonna leave me the fuck alone. Like this bitch. And she be like, one day she had a nerve to call back. She was like, who is this? I was like, this the ex-girlfriend that he won't leave the fuck alone, bitch. And if you can just focus on y'all, he will leave me alone, okay? Don't ask him a lot of questions because he gonna get frustrated and he gonna leave you, bitch. I'm telling you right now, if you like this nigga, focus. He a good nigga. He's a good man, Savannah. But just, he is subject to cheat, bitch. And I'm just saying, don't go through his phone. You're gonna see some titties that look better than yours, and then you're gonna be mad. You don't want that for yourself. This nigga is a cheater, but he a good nigga. And if you can just get through this phase of his life, y'all can have a family. I'm just saying this. And being 45, I ain't never been married, no kids. So I do know there is some shit wrong with me, okay? And I have a therapist, and I talk to her about real live stuff, like why my boyfriend's wife wouldn't leave him. We were happy. You heard what the fuck I said. We were so happy. We were. Let me tell you something. If you are in a relationship, this is a civilized group, because I believe in my spirit, the way y'all sitting together. y'all care about each other. But it is some married niggas out here that's really out here doing y'all wives a disservice. I ain't saying this y'all, because I know y'all. And I do know this here. I am that woman that will check a nigga about cheating on this woman. But if we out here and I happen to meet your nigga, it is what it is. If he don't say he married, I'm not asking a whole lot of open-ended questions. If he is available on the times I need him to be available, I'm assume that he is fucking single. And if he smell good, bitch, I'ma think he double single. Y'all don't know why the fuck y'all let y'all husbands running around here smelling like single and happy. You better talk to my mama. My daddy walks around smelling like sickness and sadness. Every fucking chance if you walk out that house, you smelling good, where the fuck is you going? You need to smell like sickness and sadness, nigga. You need to smell like you got a riding lawnmower in a fucking shed, nigga. Why the fuck is you out here smelling like success? No. Let me tell you something. Married niggas be smelling amazing, smelling like Joe Malone and Creed and all this good fancy Tom Ford shit. I'll be like, nigga, you got a wife? If you out here smelling like this bitch got a boyfriend, I'm be honest with you. And I ain't supposed to snitch, but I'm gonna just be honest with you. If your man is smelling amazing, it is something about my vagina to be like, he's single. And I'm gonna holler at him. But it's hard out here. But I knew, because my boyfriend's wife and I had joint custody of him. Y'all are judgmental as shit. Ain't no talking back. You heard what I said. We had joint custody of this nigga. And on the weeks I had him, I was trying to and I knew she didn't care about him. I'm gonna tell you how I knew. First couple times we had sex, his penis was real soft serve. You know, it was real loose. It was like a delayed windshield wiper. It was like a lean with it, and then a rock with it. It was real toddler-like. It was one of them dicks where you see a toddler, you be like, I'm gonna have to hold on to something. Let me use my vocabulary. It was very flaccid. You gotta use your vocabulary when you talk shit about a nigga's penis. It was very flaccid. And I knew that she didn't care about him. And so I was like, you know what? This loose dick is getting on my nerves. Because you know, loose dicks, you got to do a whole lot. You got to prep for a loose dick ass nigga. You got to use coconut oil, KY jelly. You got to talk to vagina. You got to steam it for 2-3 days. It's a whole lot of shit you got to do for your vagina for it to deal with a loose dick nigga because you got to mush it in. But you know what you got to mush it in. You know how they do. They hold it at the base and they mush it in. Just... Whenever I'm lying, y'all can say something. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about the niggas I dealt with. I'm just saying. It was like... And then one day he had the audacity to say, "You're not wet enough." I said, "Sir, I have used a whole bottle of coconut oil. If you don't slip and slide in this motherfucker and get on about your business, you gotta slip and slide." Anyway, I was like, I gotta do something for him. I was like, I'm gonna start juicing, doing something different. So one day I was out, I went to Whole Foods. And let me explain something. White people are very, very friendly. White women to be exact. If you catch them out like on a Wednesday or Thursday out grocery shopping for their families, they are the most pleasant people on this side of heaven. Now, there's a few Karens that we don't fuck with, but for the most part, they are friendly. So she and I struck up a conversation, and she said she had been married for 35 years. And I said, wow, that's beautiful. Because you told me, how is your sex life? She said, it's whatever. I said, what's whatever? Because I need to know what the fuck is whatever. You just don't casually say, it's whatever. I said, is he always ready to rock and roll? She said, no, not all the time. I said, what do you do when he's not? She said, I juice for him. I said, do tell. She said, I juice him some celery, some kale, some beets. I put a little macaroon in his smoothies. 2 weeks, no junk food. He bomb pop ready. I said, bitch, that's the recipe. I can do that. So I started juicing for my man on the weeks that I had him. Because like I said, we had joint custody. She might let the nigga eat McDonald's and pizza at her house, but bitch, we juicing trying to get our shit in order over here. I don't know what the fuck you do over at her house, but over here we eating clean because this dick gotta stand up straight at some point. I'm tired of the base mush. So here we go. So I started juicing for him. And every week, the penis was getting stronger and stronger. On that second week, I put a little extra macaroon in it. I was like, put a little extra more celery juice in there. And it was standing up straight. And do y'all know, as soon as I got it all the way back upright, he gonna leave me for his wife. And I wasn't mad that he left me for his wife. I was mad at the $78.22 I had spent at Whole Foods. I called her up, I said, listen here, Geraldine, this is a group effort. Where's your $39.11? Now they out living their best life, taking cooking classes. I heard they bought a new mattress on President's Day, and I'm low-key being judged. But because I'm petty, because she won custody, I'm cool with that. She won custody. I was like, bitch, you got all the responsibilities now. Do you? But I'm Scorpio, petty with a discerning spirit. Around the holiday time, I had not secured me my own nigga yet, so don't act like I'm the only one to get around the holidays, get real sentimental when you start going to family gatherings. You be like, ooh, these niggas got their real bitches out. Woo. You sitting there by yourself without no nigga, just playing with the kids and shit. You be like, this is boring. I want my own nigga. Because you ain't got your own nigga, your petty spirit start kicking in. So I text her. I said, how does it feel to have your husband all to yourself? And she texted me back and said, bitch, die. I said, now that's a horrible thing to say during the holidays. So I said, you are mad at the wrong person. I said, you know, a bitter heart yields a dry pussy. Get your heart in order, your moisture will follow. And then she said, bitch, die immediately. And then I breathed it out. I said, that was wrong. But they still be on my shit. Every now and again, I see a couple DMs from him and her. I'd be like, y'all bored again? So one day I got real petty again because they both checked my Instagram stories. I said, what, y'all bored? Y'all need my help again? And then I blocked them. I'm be honest with you, like being 45, never been married, no kids, I don't even want a man to have a whole lot no more. Like at this point in my life, I just want my man to have the simple things in life, like a headboard, a box spring. Y'all can't tell, but I have scoliosis. Do you know how hard it is to get out of an air mattress with a slow leak in it? You be like, this don't make no damn sense, Jesus. Why am I getting lower to the ground, Jesus? This is ridiculous. This can't be good for my scoliosis, Jesus. This is ridiculous. And then you happen to look up like this man has a 27-inch TV. Where the hell was he at on Black Friday? He has missed the 4th of July sale, Labor Day sale. Shit, Super Bowl Sunday. Do you know how cheap TVs are on Super Bowl Sunday? And then I start looking around, and I seen remnants of other women that been over his house, and I seen a gel tip nail and a half of a bundle, 2 bobby pins, a scrunchie, 1 lash, and a cluster of lashes. And I looked at him and I said, you been fucking on this bed? It's bitches out here with lower self-esteem than I did. They left their remnants of this. They wanted to be identified by this shit. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, how the fuck did I get here? I went to college. I have $80,000 worth of student loans. I have an overnight bag for my shoes. Do you know how expensive your shoes gotta be for them to give you a bag to carry them bitches in? I grew up in a 2-parent home. How the fuck is I'm fucking a nigga on an air mattress? Damn. Somewhere I have been failed. And that's when you got to get real with yourself and take accountability and say, dear Lord Heavenly Father, be a fence around my cootie cat right now, Lord Jesus. Dry me up, Lord Jesus. Be a gust of wind right now, Father. Make my cycle come down, Lord Jesus. You said in your word, if two come together, you would give me gas. And I'm not talking about regular gas, Jesus. I'm talking about the gas soon as you walk in Taco Bell. Your stomach is humming. And then you get real with yourself because you be like, I can't take all accountability for this shit. Where was my hating ass girlfriends when I met this sorry ass man? You know your hating ass girlfriend. She never see good in nobody. She the type to look you square in your face and say, so you like him? You like him? Girl looked at his nails, looked like he ain't had a manicure in 6 weeks, bitch. If he figure you right now, that's gonna be bacterial vaginosis. And you know this is still COVID. They not really seeing nobody for real. You gonna have to explain your symptoms over the internet, bitch. Is it creamy or milky? And does it have a smell? Because if it got a smell, you gotta go see about yourself. And there's nothing worse than running around here having a smell, smelling like mop water. You know how it is. BV is the worst smell on this side of heaven, and I don't give a damn how much perfume you put on. You'd be like, this is ridiculous. You sit with your knees crossed like this. This is ridiculous. But I think 80 of y'all looking at me like, is she gonna be able to get back up? But this man out here screaming out loud is like, she can ride dick amazingly. This takes skills right here. Like this. That takes skills right there. I'm telling you right now, I am 45 going through it right now. Like as y'all can see, my hair is short. My hair was on my shoulder 2 weeks ago. I had a hot flash in the middle of the night. I said, Jesus, cut it off. It is nothing worse than having a hot flash and you don't know what the fuck is going on with your body. And all I kept hearing my mama say, bitch, keep living. You'll see. It was like one part of my body was super duper hot. And then it was like the bottom toe on this side was cool as fuck. And I was like, maybe at some point it's gonna radiate up. Hot flashes are from, I don't know what you eat or drink. I wanna say it's probably alcoholic consumption, but hot flashes are a sign that you need to get your life right with somebody. I don't know if it's God, whoever you believe in, but I'm telling you, I thought God wanted me back as soon as I had that motherfucker. I said, this ain't what 45 is supposed to be like for me. I'm telling you, like 45 is kicking my ass. Like I woke up 2 days ago, I had an ass. I don't know where the ass came from, but somebody must have talked to the universe gods and said, bitch, you're 45, you're gonna need an ass. It's assing. It's assing. I don't know how to do with it a whole lot. I'm trying to be mindful because my grandma used to say ass is too big, can't be cleaned properly. So I take a lot of Epsom salt baths trying to keep it in order because you do not want to be 45 trying to explain why your ass and your hoo-ha smell the same. Somebody don't wipe back to front. That ain't what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna tell you something. My body parts is young as fuck. Like these titties is 15. This midsection is 45 and this ass is 6 months. So I'm doing the best I can trying to carry this bitch. I'm telling you right now, somebody told me to turn around the other day, and I was like, what the fuck you mean turn around? He was like, turn around, like, you know how they do the fast niggas do the slow hoes. And he was like, turn around. I was like, why? He was like, 'cause I want to see it from the back. I said, is that how you do it? I ain't know how to turn it just yet. I was like, am I pivoting right? This ass is assing. It is what it is. But being 45, oh my gosh. Like, I don't even like cute men no more. I don't. Cute men has been out of style since 87. I was dating a guy about 4 weeks ago. I hate to call him ugly. I'm just gonna say he ain't never been accused of being cute. Just, nobody ever said, he is. Shoes is nice. That's when, you ain't shit when somebody look over your whole face and be like, them the new Jordans, they just came out. You know, the red shows. Oh, okay, that's nice. Oh, okay. Got a nice dimple. That's some shit my mama say to a nigga. You got a nice dimple. I'll tell you right now, like every time I see this man, the theme music of a song pops in my head. I used to find myself saying, watch out, 'cause here we come. It's been a while, but we're back in style, so get set to have some fun. We'll bring you action and satisfaction. We're the Chipmunks. You know the song? CHIPMUNK. We're the Chipmunks. Guaranteed to brighten your day. Do. I said, God, if you get me out of this, I promise you I'm going to turn my life over to Match.com. It is hard as hell. And it's something about men that have never been accused of being cute. Always got the best body parts. Because you got to have something to bring to the world. And when I say the best body parts, I don't want to say it, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's the best body part. You just kind of look up. Nope, I ain't going to say it because that's what you want me to say. It's the best body part. They always got an arm that look like this. I'm just saying it. And it swing low and it brings your eye. It's like down in the valley where the hoes get naked. It springs up every now and again. It's like waterfalls. You be like, what? I am not supposed to be sleeping with your ugly ass, but sir, I ain't doing nothing, and this dick is really dicking. I'm telling you, it is something about niggas that's unattractive, and dick is always low-key attached to a mildly retarded nigga, too. Just the niggas I've been fucking? Okay, that's fine. Mildly retarded niggas got good dick and ugly niggas got big dicks. I'm just gonna be honest. I just dated a nigga. I'm telling you, this nigga was so unattractive. And I brought him around my family thinking that he was okay. And all I'm gonna say is I am a TT. And when a kid look at a grown person and they don't have shit else to say but, aren't you too old to be in a jersey? I was like, Carter, I don't think that's what you're supposed to say to nobody grown. But he just kept looking at him like, and then he got real bold with him. He looked him dead in his face and was like, David, go jump in the ocean. I said, how do you know how to say these things at 3? I said, this nigga told this nigga to kill his soul right in his face, polite as a motherfucker. Go jump in the ocean. I said, okay. He don't like you, sir. But I'm gonna be honest with you, dating these old niggas, I would never ever date another man whose mama did crack cocaine. It is something about a bitch that did heroin or crack cocaine to get bougie once she get clean. You be like, bitch, first of all, if you don't get your losing Isaiah the fuck away from me and your son, I'm trying, let me tell you something. My last boyfriend I dated, his mama did heroin and crack in like 79, about 82. And she gonna look at me and tell me, I don't think you're good enough for my son. I said, losing Isaiah, bitch. This nigga done been to 4 group homes, been molested by 2 of his uncles, and I'm the problem? This nigga, and this is when you know you're not supposed to date these type of people. I knew the first couple times I stayed the night with him, the nigga was mildly retarded. He could not sleep with the TV off. And if you know anything about me, I am one of those people, I am a peaceful sleeper. I do not have a TV in my room because I believe you're supposed to go to your room and go to fucking sleep. And the moment that you watch TV before you go to bed, you are having the most vivid nightmares. I don't like shit like that. I need to sleep peacefully. And the first couple nights, I stayed the night with him. And I was like, he said, I could take melatonin, Advil, and another ibuprofen to go to sleep, and I have to sleep with the TV on. I said, this nigga's a sociopath. This nigga gonna kill me in the middle of his sleep. Not only that, the nigga had sleep paralysis. Do you know how scary it is to wake up with a nigga whose eyes is wide the fuck open and he can't say shit? You like, nigga, if you don't wake the fuck up, because I don't know what your blood type is, nigga. Is you having a seizure? I said, this nigga. He said, oh, I couldn't get up. I said, this happens to you often? I said, nigga, you need to give somebody a goddamn note before you go to sleep again. I was so fucking scared because all I kept thinking of myself was, bitch, you don't even really like this nigga for real. If something happened to him, they gonna swear up and down you the one that did this shit. I was like, I said, I cannot deal with this shit again. I was like, I asked questions straight up front. How do you go to bed at night? Peaceful or with the fucking news on? Because if you go to sleep with the news on, nigga, you are a murderer. I don't trust you. You can't have no good sleep when you watch. The news is fucking tragedy. Like right now in the news is funny, but the news is so fucking tragic. But I gotta say this here, and I don't even know if this gonna make it to my special, but this shit had niggas all over it. And I don't even know if I should say it like this, but the people that went down to Mexico, that drove from Myrtle Beach down through the valley, through Texas, and ended up in Mexico at Montemoros, talking about they going to get a tummy tuck. First of fucking all, where the fuck, first of all, you in a car with 5 people. You in a Ford fucking Focus, you in a compact car. How the fuck is you gonna be comfortable driving the fuck back? I need to know that part right there. First of all, you're not gonna tell me you went down there to get no tummy tuck with 5 motherfuckers. They say the 4th one got to the border, didn't have her ID. She knew what the fuck was going on. She was probably the smartest bitch in the fucking car. She said, these motherfuckers is on some bullshit. Because I know it was one person in the car was like, yeah, we about to get this shit. We about to run this money up. We about to do this shit. And that bitch said, that's dumb. They gonna fuck around and get fucked around. I don't wanna go. And the best thing she could say was, I don't have no ID. Now I know the bitch that was about to get the tummy tuck said, what the fuck you mean you don't have your goddamn ID, bitch? We don't drove all the way from fucking Myrtle Beach through all these motherfucking states. You just now realizing you don't have your fucking ID? That bitch seen some shit and she understood some shit. 4 other motherfuckers was like, we committed to the shit we about to do. Now, I'm not condoning, but my thing is, Mexico is our allies. They got the best shit popping. Tacos and guacamole. First of all, and they was open during the pandemic. Didn't nobody know where the fuck Tulum was until the goddamn pandemic. We knew Cabo, Cancun. Where the fuck Tulum came from, nobody fucking knew until the fucking pandemic. But we was like, bitch, we going. Because we ain't never been to Tulum, but we going to fucking Tulum. And then you got to Tulum, you realized that you could not have fucking afford Tulum. I don't know who put their prices on fucking New York, but them bitches' prices was popping the fuck up. I went to some restaurant, they had dancers, smokes, and all this shit. A piece of meat was $78. I said, what come with it? The dancers. Bitch, I don't want no fucking dance. I want some green beans and some goddamn mashed potatoes. Everything was a la carte. So I'm just like, Mexico are our people. But you take y'all asses down there to do whatever the fuck y'all was trying to do. I think they was trying to sell dope or buy dope. I don't know, but if my spirit were to tell me something was going on, they was down there trying to get a 2 for $5. And some shit went awry. But my thing is, Mexico people realize that their money comes from fucking people like us, tourists. They said, you not about to fuck up our city. Y'all already had another motherfucker from goddamn North Carolina come down here and kill one of their friends. And I don't know what the fuck is going on in North Carolina. They feel like they can come to Mexico and kill their friends and try to buy dope. But that ain't the shit you're supposed to be goddamn doing. And God rest her soul, but I thought that was the most dumbest shit on this side of heaven. You gonna take your asses from goddamn Charlotte, North Carolina and kill that girl like that and then gonna tell her mama she was drunk. You couldn't have told my mama no shit like that. She'd have said, now what the fuck happened? She was drinking. No, my bitch is a professional drinker, bitch. She ain't gonna get drunk like that. No, my daughter drinks, so she know how to handle herself. What the fuck happened? And where's her clothes at? Matter of fact, I know she just bought a new Chanel bag. Where the fuck is that bag at? You gonna just bring her shit back to her mama's house like, So my thought process is, you done went down there, try to fuck up Mexico tourism. They don't so goddamn gangster that they turned in the goddamn cartel to fuck these people up. Do you know how bad you got to be at a motherfucker to turn in the cartel? They said, you niggas will not fuck up our money because you want to be fucking stupid. Ain't gonna happen. So God rest their soul, but I just feel in my spirit, don't take your ass no fucking where if you don't know the rules. Just like I'm not from Atlanta, but I know not to go on fucking Bakehead trying to score no goddamn weed. This is some shit I'm not gonna fucking do. I'm gonna go to some white people to be like, listen, I don't smoke a lot of weed, but I just need enough to get me through. Like, I'm just a new weed smoker. Where my weed smokers at real quick? Oh, yeah. Y'all don't want to talk about the weed y'all smoke? Okay. I knew I needed to smoke weed. Let me tell you something. I turned 40, and I realized my attitude was not conducive to be functional in society. Katrina in the wilderness don't give a fuck about shit. That's clear. Grace and Pope is the balance. I realized that smoking weed was going to have to keep me chill because I cuss people out immediately. You do one thing to me, I done called you two bitches and told you to square up if you want to. The worst you're going to do is whoop my ass, and I'll lie and say I beat your ass. So either way, unless somebody catch the shit on TV, tape, bitch, you did not beat me up, okay? I'm 50-0 in this bitch. I'm Mayweather in this bitch. You are not going to beat me up. So I smoke weed just enough. Like, I'm a two-pull type of girl. 2 pulls. If I get too high, I jump in the shower, I wash the high off me because that brings you back to neutral. One day, I decide that I want to do an edible. Yeah. I was living in New York. I was in the Bronx. Keep in mind, I think New York is the worst place on this side of heaven. I said it and I stand on it. That's another conversation. The girl at the bar said, I got some edibles, Fruity Pebble. I said, cool. I said, I'm a new smoker. I don't need no high shit. She said, don't worry about it, I got you. I get the edible, Fruity Pebble. I drive home. Now, if you know anything about New York, parking is few, far, and in between. You take a chance every time you park your car. You don't know if this motherfucker gonna get towed, booted, or kidnapped. You just don't know. Circle the block, I didn't see no parking. So my mindset was, I'm gonna park on the other side, alternate parking. I'm gonna get up early and move my car. On my way home, I stopped at the gas station and got me some Doritos because I wanted to balance my sweet with my salt out. Because you can't have too much sweet without enough salt. I ate a little bit initially. It was amazing. So I ate the rest of it.
Oh. What's that?
In about 30 minutes, I felt like God wanted me back. I was like, so I'm gonna do like I normally would do, jump in the shower, wash the high off me because that's what I do when I take 2 pulls. I swear, as soon as I got in the shower, I felt like I was in a Sierra video. It was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Level up, 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 level up. I'm like high as shit. And I'm like, God damn.
Not only am I high as shit, I'm hot as a motherfucker. I'm hot. And I'm like, I can't stop moving. I'm cha-cha sliding, I can't stop moving. I'm hot. So I said, I'm gonna go to the refrigerator, cool myself down. I go in the refrigerator, I open it up, I said, whoo. Now, if you know anything about drugs, this part and this part always seem to go together. I had just went to the store, they had a 2 for $5 of cucumbers. I said, ooh, that's gonna be sexy. Sexy later. And so I was like, whoo, but I'm like, I'm hot. Then I got nervous. I said, oh God, I gotta call my mama. Now, to know my mama is the realest. I think she got 2 bodies on her, but she ain't gonna tell me the truth. She the realest nigga in it, you already know. So I called my mama FaceTime. I said, Mom. She said, why the fuck you keep moving? I said, I can't stop moving. I'm high. She said the most profound, most ignorant shit. Well, what is you high on? I said, I took some edibles. It was Fruity Pebbles. She said, why the fuck would you eat some shit that you didn't even eat as a kid? I said, well, the girl sold it to me. She said, well, go in there and drink some milk with it. I said, she said, give it. I said, so now I'm really paranoid. I said, I think I'm dying. She said, your goofy ass ain't dying. You just need to sit still someday. Where I said, I can't. It's taking over my body. The shower activated the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I can't stop moving. So now I'm paranoid as fuck. I got insurance. I'm doing the best thing that I'm gonna do for myself. 911, come see about me. Now keep in mind, I'm living in the Bronx at the time. The 911 come. My body said, you're starting to feel a little better. Obviously, all my little gyrating don't took the Doritos and the Fruity Pebbles and made a concoction and said, get out your body, bitch, and it threw up all over the floor. I said, woo, I feel a little better. But then I was like, this still don't feel like I need to be by myself. This don't feel like I should be home by myself. Nobody else has a key to my house. I can die in this bitch. Who gonna find me? My mama don't even really know where I live right now. She don't have a key to my house. My neighbors don't speak English, so I don't know who the fuck they gonna find my ass on. So I go to the hospital. They take me to a hospital very similar to Grady, like a trauma hospital. Well, apparently where all the dope fiends go when they do dope in the Bronx. And I'm sitting there with my non-drug using ass. And the nurse said, I said, ma'am, I'm nervous. I don't normally do this shit. I said, I know my mama's worried about me right now. I know she got a prayer group going right now, but I'm nervous. She said, what did you have? I said, I had a Fruity Pebble edible. She said, well, how much did you eat? I said, all of it. She said, who gave it to you? I said, the bartender. She said, you need to beat her ass. Did she give you instructions? I said, no. She said, well, we gonna help you. She said, we knew you weren't a real drug addict because you didn't come in here asking for drugs. And at this time, as she's saying it, it's 2 crackheads coming in on a stretcher and they cussing people the fuck out. Bitch, if you ain't gonna help me get the fuck out my room. I said, I need all the help. I need it. I'm not gonna fight. I am compliant. I don't wanna feel like this no more. I feel like God want me back. She said, ma'am, what do you have going on for the next couple of days? I said, not a whole lot. She said, well, please take the rest. I said, I got a comedy special coming up. She said, well, please know, you're gonna be thin. But you're gonna be, you need to let them people that you are a recovering edible addict. And when you go out there and you let them know your name is KatrinaGPope and you are a recovering addict, and don't you do drugs like that no more, okay? I said, I won't. From that day forward, I ain't never been a quitter, but I don't fuck with edibles no more. Them motherfuckers didn't give a fuck about me. They got in my body and went loose. I was like, nah, I just take 2 pulls to keep my attitude in order. It's hard out here. And I'll be honest with you, because during the pandemic, we all were going through it. And I'll tell you another reason why I started smoking weed, because, when I turned 40, my mental, I can be honest, my mental was doing some different shit. I was like, I'm gonna need some medicine. And I got the best friends on this side of heaven. My homegirl looked at me square in my face, said, bitch, you don't want to get on no medicine at 40. Your pussy just getting good. You do not want to have to explain why she don't get wet 3 times a week. That medicine will fuck you up, bitch. I said, you sure? She said, yes, you need to smoke you some weed. And at the time, I was a natural, very natural. I said, well, I don't want my clothes to smell like weed. She said, bitch, Febreze your hair and your clothes, you'll be just fine. And I've been smoking weed 2 pulls a week. I keep weed in my house. I swear weed stay in my house for 6 weeks at a time. And I smoke it. But I'm be honest with you, being 45, I'm dating, I'm recycling, because I'm trying to keep my sleep number low. You know how it is. You can't be 40-something years old out here doing dumb shit like I did in the pandemic, sleeping with new niggas. You get STDs. I'm only here to help. Don't do the shit that I do, because it's hard out here. And more importantly, the pandemic taught me so much shit about making people sit with themselves. Everybody's entitled. And you know who the most entitled people are? The people that go to Zara and people that shop at fucking Publix. I don't know what the fuck y'all think, because shopping is a pleasure. I get to talk to people any fucking kind of way. Now, Zara brought out a new outfit every 3 days. You know the line is gonna be from here to fucking there every time you go to Zara. Why must you stand in line and sit next to me and say, I can't believe they don't have no workers here? And I make people sit with themselves. I look them square in their face. I said, oh, you got up this morning. You took a shower. You got in your car. And you drove all the way here. You picked up 3 items. You tried them on. And at no point in time did you not think you was going to stand in the line? And they look at me like, but you mean what? Did you want to work during the pandemic? You didn't, did you? So what makes you think these people want to work? Be thankful that they're here. Yeah, you entitled bitch, shop online like the rest of us motherfuckers if you don't want to stand in line. This shit ain't gonna fit you no damn way. I'm looking at their clothes I'm like, bitch, you need to take that shit back because it don't look good on the hanger. So I know it ain't gonna look like shit on you. And Publix workers, I think Publix workers are sent from God. Them and Chick-fil-A people, they are the most kind people on this side of heaven. So anytime you go into their store and you give them a hard time, and it's always a motherfucker at the deli that want to be nasty. So you mean to tell me you don't have any mushrooms back there? You couldn't go back there in the vegetable department and get me some and cut some from my sandwich? Bitch, don't you see I'm the only worker back here? So you want me to stop what I'm doing, hold up this line to get you some mushroom, bitch. If you don't go back there in produce and get you some goddamn mushrooms and cut them the fuck up on your own goddamn sandwich, that's how you gotta talk to people nowadays, because they're very entitled. But I'm about to wrap it up, because my last story of the night is I'm undefeated for a reason. I believe that God puts things in my life, and when it comes to dating, I have failed tremendously. And I don't know who God is preparing for me, but I pray that he is kind and able, because I am so sick of these niggas. I've been dating off the sick and shut-in list. I swear to God, I have dated every nigga off the sick and shut-in list, and ain't nobody came through for me at all. I am the cock. I feel like I could fix any nigga that's been through some shit. And I don't know what it is about my spirit. I'm a very kind person, and I seem to attract dope fiends and alcoholics. I don't know what the fuck happened to me, but dope fiends and alcoholics seem to find comfort in me. I always be like, well, it's not. So let me tell y'all a story. Like I said, I like to keep my sleep number low. And I decided to date the first guy I've ever slept with. Now, I ain't gonna tell you how old I was, because my mama in here. But I'm gonna just say I was in the 8th grade. But I started school early. So whatever age you're supposed to be in the 8th grade, take a year off of that because I started school early. Just, if you're supposed to be 15 in the 8th grade, take a number off. If you're supposed to be 13 in the 8th grade, take a number off. I'm not going to say if you got held back. I just know that my birthday's in October. I started school early. I'm advanced. You might say, I want to say I'm fast, but I say I'm smart and advanced. Now, we had sex at a young age. I don't think we was doing it right. All I know is he smelled like the great outdoors, and I was like, this is not what I'm supposed to be smelling. I was like, this nigga look like he don't play on the skateboard all goddamn day. This nigga is musty as hell. And I'm just like, now I probably smell like strawberry shortcake because that was my toy at the time. But nevertheless, we started dating again as we adults. And I figured we're adults now, we're responsible. We should be able to do this. We started hanging out on New Year's Eve. We went to a party. I catch this nigga in the corner making noises that I don't know. I said, hey, what are you doing? He said, oh, I do a little cocaine from time to time. Very matter of fact, do a little cocaine from time to time when I'm feeling festive. I said, oh, okay. Festive. This can't be a habit. New Year's Eve, the next festive holiday, 4th of July, and Halloween, festive. I called my homegirl up. I said, hey, he said he do cocaine, but only when I'm feeling festive. Should I be concerned? She said, no, bitch, everybody do cocaine. I said, oh, okay. Since everybody do cocaine, shouldn't be a problem. Like I said, I just started smoking weed at 40. I don't know this shit, but okay, fine. As we started dating, we planned a trip to go to South Africa. If you ever get a chance to go, it is the most beautiful place on this side of heaven. So leading up to the trip, we're traveling together, and I'm seeing some dope head activities, but, I'm trying to overlook the shit because, I don't really know. I grew up in a 2-parent home, and I really don't know a lot about drugs. I just know that if I smoke some weed, 2 pulls gets me high, take a shower, wash the high off me. The trip agreement was, I buy the airline tickets, he pay for everything else. I'm a Scorpio. They say we cheap. I say we frugal to the motherfucker. We not wasting all our money on some shit that you can pay for. I just don't make sense. 2 weeks before our trip, he texted me and said, I smoked some crack. That's why my attitude's been the way that it's been. I said, Siri, read it again. Because sometimes these typos and shit. She said, I smoked some crack. I said, Alexa, you read it, because Alexa kind of smarter than Siri. She said, I smoke crack. I said, fuck it, Google Translate. Sometimes you gotta put Google on the shit for real. No fume crack. Damn. White bitch kick in immediately. I called him up. I said, hey, I got your text. Was that a typo? Were you trying to say chronic and miss some letters? Because I need to know. Because if you're trying to say chronic, I'm cool with chronic, but crack. White girl kicked all the way in. I said, let's table the relationship. Because that's the politest way to tell somebody, I don't fuck with you, but I don't want to fuck up your self-esteem. I said, I got the insurance. We ain't got to take this trip. He said, I really, really want to go. I called my homegirl again. I said, the nigga smoke crack now. What I'm supposed to do? She said, bitch, you don't want to go nowhere with no crackhead. I said, well, he said he really, really want to go, and he my friend. She said, bitch, you'll see. This is not no shit you want to be trying out, bitch. I said, okay. Now, I don't know if you know how long that flight is from ATL to Johannesburg is, but the motherfucker is 15 days and 42 nights. And you get a pit stop in Amsterdam to get what? Weed, my drug of choice. Somewhere mid-flight, the crackhead spears start doing some different shit. And I'm concerned. He is shimmying. I said, hey, 3B is doing some weird shit. See something, say something. 3B is weird. He is. I said, you better fucking sit still, because crisscross applesauce, hands in your lap. He is ringing a button, kicking seats and shit. I said, hey, you gonna fuck around and have a marshal on your ass. I'm not about this for this shit. Now, what I didn't know is, when you are a drug addict and you can't get your drug of choice, you are now a full-blown alcoholic. Nobody sees something and says shit to me. I don't know this shit. I grew up in a 2-parent home. The only crackhead I really, really know is Pookie from New Jack City. We get to Johannesburg. Now, I'm a Scorpio. I told y'all before, I'm petty with a discerning spirit. I always assume if you smoke crack, you might suck dick. He leaves the hotel room, he goes to the bar. We've been on a 45-day flight. I'm sleepy. I'll meet you over there later. When I get to the bar finally, he and the bartender are in a bromance. They chit-chatting, and they doing some shit that's weird. And I'm like, okay. And then he solidified it by saying, oh, don't worry about her. She's just been my friend for 30 years. I said, okay. That sucks dick. I know it does. I know it does. I know it does. Yeah, you're not going to tell me nothing different. Now, they are conversing back and forth. They have exchanged social media. He tells my friend, oh, I used to play in the NFL. You can Google me. He said, and this is how you spell my name. I'm like, oh, these niggas is really hooking up right in my motherfucking face. Like, I ain't right here. I'm like, okay. Now he's drinking excessively. To the point I'm nervous. Not only is he drinking excessively, he loud as a motherfucker. I'm from Jackson, Michigan. People say in Detroit, what up, though? This nigga is what up doing every motherfucker body, loud as fuck. What up, though? What up, though? I'm like, nigga, don't you know Nelson Mandela went to prison for a long time? He just wanted peace. Use your motherfucking inside voice, nigga. Shut the fuck up. He tell me, fuck you. I said, oh, okay, motherfucker. Now I'm concerned. I turn into a snitch right before my eyes. Because I'm like, this shit is weird to me. I'm like, I know how to conduct myself in public. So now I'm like, okay. So I go get the manager. This nigga is 6'8", look like he killed 2 hyenas early in the day. I say, hey, cut him off. See something, say something. He is showing the fuck out. So he walks over to my friend and says, sir, you are scaring our guests. I'm gonna need you to calm down or I'm gonna ask you to leave. He tell him, I ain't going to motherfucking place. You want to put me out this bitch. I said, nigga, don't you know they fight with spears? I got a hair full of braids in my motherfucking hair. If they pull my hair there, the goddamn winner, I'm not going to be to help you. So I say to him again, listen, we are in another country. Please calm the fuck down. We can drink in our room. Please, let's just leave. He tell me, fuck you again. So I'm mad. At this point, I'm holding it together. I'm turning to a real white woman holding my composure. I'm like, so finally I was like, let's just go. Now, on the way to the room, I may have said some slick shit. You out here showing the fuck out in this country over here smelling like the great outdoors. I may have said that shit that triggered some shit when we was kids. So he get upstairs. He was like, bitch, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass when we get in this room. I said, you do? You think so? Okay. Now, to know me is to know I'm a military girl. I fought my whole life. I ain't no bully, but I can hold my own. And I said to myself, I said, If I gotta fight, I'm gonna lock this leg, lead with this arm, and we gonna be hustling. But they must teach these niggas something in the NFL because my legs got loose and I was losing the fight. I was like, oh shit. And at this point, I realized I was in a fight with a crackhead. There was no way I was gonna win. So I said, okay, bitch, you are a Scorpio. Keep in mind, this was day 1 of our trip. We have 7 more days to go. My white girl kicks back in. Hey, you remember you bought the airline tickets? I said, yeah, I do. She said, well, you should fucking cancel it on that bitch. I said, you think so? She said, fuck yeah. I said, okay. So on the last day, I called up Delta. I said, hey, can you cancel confirmation 453256? And I let this nigga check in like he was going back to the United States of America. And I can imagine when he got to the gate, he was greeted by the most kind South African woman who said, I am so sorry to let you know, sir. Your ticket has been canceled. And there's a note that reads, you have fucked with the wrong one. Get home the best way you know how. And on that note, I am motherfucking undefeated. I left that motherfucker right in South Africa. And do you know his mama had the audacity to text me and say, why you cancel my son's ticket? I said, bitch, why you raise old pussy ass, fuck ass nigga? I ain't say that part, I said it in my mind. But that's what I wanted to say. You guys have been so wonderful. I thank you guys so much for coming out. Enjoy your night. Peace.